Hello, my friend, and welcome to the start of the second week here on the Thrive 5 Daily Mobility Series. Today, we're just going to be looking to challenge the positions that we introduced in the start of week 1 here, just that little bit more, okay? And I'm going to be offering some ways that you can adjust these positions as we go. And without further ado, I want us to throw us right into the program and keep my rambling to a minimum. We're going to be starting off looking at the strength of our hip flexion, okay? So that is the leg coming this way, all right? So what you're going to ideally want to have right now to your aid is going to be an upright support. This could be a bit of furniture in proximity here. It could be holding onto something here, a broom, or indeed the edge of a door or what have you. Okay, I'm going to do my best to operate without that. We're going to be working for 60 seconds alternating legs here. And what that's going to involve is I'm going to pull my leg to its end range position passively. I'm then going to squeeze tight, imagining pulling my thigh towards my chest, and then gently lower. All right, so I'm contracting really hard for 2 to 3 seconds in the top of the position there before lowering to the other side, trying to build strength in my end range hip flexion. Okay, so I'm going to set our timer up and we are going to get started. Get yourselves into position here. We want to do our best not to let the rest of the body move throughout, squeezing this leg and bum, or indeed, the leg that is not working during this work. So 1 minute's coming on now. Let's bring that first leg up, squeeze it in tight and lower it down. Second leg's up, squeeze tight, lower it down. There we go, a bit more control from you there. Wobbly start, squeeze in tight, lower it down. Make sure you're holding on tight to your object if you have that to your aid. Squeeze in tight, feel that contraction on the front of the hip flexor there, way harder than it looks. Doesn't look like you're doing anything. You're walking on the moon. And yet, loads of work happening. Hug in tight to your end position, squeeze, and lower under control. Almost there, friends, last one. And down we go. Okay, we're next going to be looking at opening up our squat position in the adductors especially. So what that's going to involve is going to come down. You notice I'm sort of flexed on my toe box behind me. I'm going to open my knees out. This is going to be relative to you in terms of the intensity of the stretch that you feel in the groin, the adductor area there. We're going to come down onto the forearms. And also for a 60-second window here, we're going to rock down until we feel a stretch on the inside of that groin, the adductors, and then rock forward to release. So our 1 minute clock is going to be starting now, and rock forward to release. Again, if you don't feel much going on there, you could take the knees wider. Hold for a couple of seconds in that deep stretch, and rock on forward. Sit down into the deep stretch, and rock forward. Nice. Reminding ourselves to find that breathing cadence. Long exhalation into that deep stretch. Big nasal breath. And slow mouth exhalation. Oh, good. And that's going to do our 60 seconds in that position. Just like magic, we've got one more to go. Now this is going to be looking at our squat prying. Okay, now that is where we are going to be benefited more than likely by having an upright support. If you remember in week 1, we were holding on to something and it allowed us to sit down comfortably into that bottom squat position. Okay, again, I'm going to be demonstrating without it, but indicating where it might be of value to us. So if you have a bit of furniture, a post, a pole, something sturdy that you can hold on to help counterbalance you. All right, so what we're going to be doing here, I'm going to start our clock. Just make sure your feet are around shoulder width apart, bit of toe point. If you've got the support, you can be holding onto it as we walk ourselves down to our best bottom squat position. What I want to prioritize here is driving the knees forward as much as they will go before the heel wants to lift. So if you find your heels are doing this, Find the position that allows you to just get them there where you feel that ankle working hard here. Trying to get a nice upright squat. And then I'm going to shift my weight to one side. Feel that big stretch on the front of the ankle, maybe even in the back and the Achilles. And then rocking over to the other side. All the while trying to maintain a tall chest position here. If you're already finding this really hard and you need to take a break, you can walk yourself out of that support back to the top to a standing position. Take that big breath in the nose and then sinking back on down, trying to stay tall here, whereas before we might have been like here. See if we can get the bum down, get the knees forward, and then rocking them around, finding that absolute end range capacity in their flexion. So that's where that knee's forward, you've got this big shin angle, again relative to you, almost there. And we're gonna call it there. Indeed, that's going to do it for the end of day 8 here in week 2. All right, I cannot wait to see you tomorrow where we're going to be digging into our upper body efforts. For now, if you have any questions, please drop me a comment below here, and I will see you then, friends.